to Night and Grace Revelations. This is Tarot Tia. This will be a reading for the sign of Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, Cross Watchers, whoever's here. Please like, share, subscribe if this reading does resonate. May or may not resonate, but I do offer personal readings, and that information is down in the description. This will be for April of 2020, if I did not say that, Capricorn. Let's see. I literally just heard something about pickles. 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 I don't know how that'll resonate. Capricorn, it feels like you are watching a property very closely, possibly investing in a new property, possibly looking to move, or looking to rebuild a relationship that you may have, looking to rebuild a relationship, looking to rebuild a connection. But it truly feels like deciding to move forward as a unit, deciding to move as a unit, deciding to move as a whole. Feels like someone is bringing passion and excitement back into their relationship. If you are in a relationship, it definitely feels like excitement is coming into your relationship. Success is here. Abundance is here. Feels like a surplus, a surplus of abundance. This could be remodeling, redecorating your home, redecorating a property, something like that here. Interior design, okay? It seems like this energy where someone is coming out of hiding, coming out again, coming out of this really, really withdrawn energy. Definitely feels like you are being asked to truly take care of yourself, to really put yourself first, to really focus on your own emotions, and to set up boundaries with the plans of other people. It feels like if these plans deviate from things that you have saved for, things that you have worked for, goals that you have set for yourself for a very long time, don't deviate from this just because you're trying to focus on others' needs. That is strong advice here. It really feels like you're being asked to see things from a different perspective, asked excuse me, to see someone from a different perspective, or to see a situation in a different light. It feels like you there may be an apology that's necessary, a need to ask someone for forgiveness, especially after lying on them or lying to them, or in regards to a lie or broken promises. So it feels like this energy or this situation, this person is coming back around, coming back into your life. And there is this need I literally just, it feels like possibly assisting someone with finding employment, assisting someone in their business. Again, watching someone expand their business, watching someone grow, watching someone's growth and expansion without judgment. Because it feels like whatever this is, this opportunity, this situation, this job, this environment is making you uncomfortable or making people uncomfortable. Especially if you work in an environment where sanitation, self-defense, and mental health are all together. Could be a mental health facility, an institution of some sort. An institution that has to be guarded, protected, secured. An institution with security. Stop. It definitely feels like there's this heaviness in this environment. It feels like because of fear. It truly feels like an environment where people are terrified or will be extremely terrified of something that's taking place. Especially if there's like a blackout, a power outage of some sort between the 10th and the 15th of next month. A power outage, a blackout. And I keep hearing 10 to 15 days even. So that's interesting. 10 days. 10 days. It's like 10 days of fear. 10 days. Stop, y'all. 10 days of fear. There's a lot of discomfort. There's a lot of discomfort. And it feels like you have to be the rock. You have to be the strong one. You have to be the responsible one. You have to be the dependable one. But these people feel as if they're freaking out. They're freaking out. They're freaking out. It really feels like church, ministry, something like that is a really big factor in all of this. Ministry. It really feels like you're driven or being driven into ministry. Possibly being driven back to church, being driven into a church, being driven into some platform to where you are enlightening others, assisting with others through their spiritual journeys, through their ascension processes. I literally just heard Christ very loud and clear. Christ. Very loud and clear. So you may have the key. Your words, your actions, your morals, your standards feel as if they set the example for these other people that you are around. And your words are working as keys to open up the heart chakras on other people, or to open up the minds to others so they can start to dig for information that is going to open up their heart chakra. I'm hearing somebody buying these little Bibles, these little, like the little pocket Bibles, and passing out Bibles or passing out Bible verses, something like that. Daily ministry, daily prayer, something like that seems like a really big factor. Daily affirmations, something like that feels like a really big factor. Because there's this energy to where it seems like someone is holding a really, really deep, dark secret. They're holding a very dark secret. And the secret feels like it's tied into their family and their health. A secret that they may be hiding, tied into their sexuality also. Or something to where someone is very impatient. Feels very impatient. It truly feels like on another side here, someone who used to live a really fast-paced lifestyle, and they found God, they found their spiritual self, they found their purpose in life, and have completely transformed. It feels like they have completely transformed. And it's almost as if they're grieving their old self. They're grieving who they used to be. Almost as if someone is having a funeral for who they used to be, having a funeral for their old self. Kind of like how it is what it is. Y'all get what I'm trying to say. Someone is mourning the death of their old self. Could also be mourning the death of a parent, parent, grandparent, anything like that, an elder, someone who would have been seen as a spiritual advisor of some sort. And it's like someone has been searching for answers or searching for guidance since this transition took place. They haven't been able to move past it in some type of way. Even though it feels like it's been a pretty long time, maybe 10 to 11 years. This could have happened at 10, 11 years old, 10 to 12, somewhere around, It could also be, yeah, y'all get where I'm going. And somebody's been grieving. It feels like someone's been grieving, but now they're realizing that the person that they're grieving over is the role that they have to play to someone else or to others. And it truly feels like someone's light bulb is going off, Someone's light bulb is going off and realizing, like, I've been grieving, I've been sulking, mourning the loss of a parent or mourning the loss of my role model, that I forgot that I have to be one myself. I have to be a role model. I got to be an example. So let me instill let me portray the values that have been instilled in me from my role model, so I can, again, let that legacy live on. So I can share this generation, or share this information with generations after me. That's what's really happening. Generational wealth is a really big factor here. It definitely feels like a situation where someone is really starting to take care of themselves mentally and emotionally, and it's paying off. So they're ready to mend relationships, mend connections with people from their past. Feels like messaging, text messages are a really big factor here. Messaging. It feels like you're going from being a student, being a pupil in some type of way, to being that leader, to stepping into that role of that role model, of that, that spiritual guide. I love this. I don't really feel the need to continue with your reading either, Capricorn. You and Aquarius, was pretty short, sweet, and to the point. Right. As it feels like you're relieving yourself from stress and allowing a cycle in your lives to come to a close. Definitely are. You're going from feeling as if you were stuck, if you could not move past the situation, to working through it. It really feels like you're working through it. It just seems like you're obsessively thinking about this person or this situation. But again, it feels like you have other connections physically that you have lost because you're so focused on something that you've lost spiritually. So your advice here is to express yourself. Talk about how you feel, good or bad. Allow people to see who you truly are, to see your interests, to see your vulnerable side, because it feels like people are really, really going to need that in whatever this environment or setting that you are in. Truly feels like your stillness, your sense of discipline is truly helping others kind of discipline themselves, structure themselves, or you are giving them a blueprint to follow. Even if they deviate from that path in some type of way, they have a rubric. So they can always go back to this, as a guideline. Like, damn, like, how do I do this? But it really feels like there's enlightenment here. Enlightenment and learning to accept others, especially other forms of spirituality, others' beliefs, others' cultures, others' ideas, others' experiences, especially listening to these people, listening to what people have been through, listening to other stories, listening to other stories, because it feels like storytelling, ministry, something like that. All of this, it feels like all of it is a really big factor. These circles, these people go from having all of this conflict with one another to being able to cohabit peacefully. These energies definitely are finding peace within themselves. Even amongst the chaos, it's peace amongst the chaos. Good luck with everything, Capricorn. Thank you.